Okay.
Hello out there.
All right, let's pray.
Okay.
She goes, hello out there.
Dear Father, please help us to just say what we need to say today. Please, you know what we need to do. You know who needs to hear our words. Just please spread it around and get it out to who needs to hear it, so it's not just, just use us. Please just use us and like you need us to be used, So just ask us in Jesus' wonderful name to just do this. Just use this, Lord, and take your country back. We love you and thank you for everything. Just thank you and just we're yours. So use us. We love you and ask us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. So who are we?
Warrior Sisters for Christ.
All right.
Almost got you there.
You were shooting behind me.
That's right.
You can't hurt me with those arrows.
I know. No,
those are good arrows. Those are
right.
spiritual, godly arrows. And you can't hurt God's people.
Can't hurt God's people, no. So
can't hurt God's people with those arrows.
Only
the bad.
That's right. Bad, watch out. That's right.
Mm-hmm. So are you set
I think we're set here.
Okay, because...
As good as we're going to be set.
As good as we're set.
I mean, because, okay, let's move on.
Okay. Okay, so we were discussing almost every day with the stupid COVID thing. Mm-hmm. The overreaction.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's over 6 months. We're at over 7 months now. Yeah. And masks keep coming up.
Mm-hmm. Is it actually a cold or a flu? Why are we freaking out about that?
Right.
Why are we freaking out about it? But yeah, the mask
The coronavirus is the same virus as a cold. Mm-hmm. That's what a cold is called, coronavirus. And, nobody really freaks out. They know there's no cure for the cold.
Yeah, there's
no. But people don't freak out about it because it's a cold.
Yeah.
So coronavirus, this is like we're going to talk, because if they say there's no cure for the coronavirus, it's because there's no cure for the common cold.
No.
It doesn't mean your body doesn't get over it. It doesn't mean you don't get immune to it. It just means they don't have a drug to knock it out of your system instantaneously.
You might get a different cold later on. So it's like still a cold. It's not...
Yes, you don't say, I'm never going to get another cold because I had a cold.
Yeah,
or I'm going to panic because I may get another cold. I need to get rid of all colds. Well, they gave up on that years ago, trying to come up with a cure for a common cold. Because it's just your body takes care of its immune response. You have a couple days, you're not feeling good, and
some get sicker, some don't get sicker, but it depends on your body, how healthy you are. Yeah.
All the time, no matter what you have, the cold, the flu, the coronavirus, just another coronavirus, COVID-19, coronavirus 2019.
Take the fear out of that name.
Yes,
just call it a cold.
Take it a cold.
It's a word. Don't give that word any strength or anything. Just take it all away. It's just it's cold.
So you've had experiences and I've had experiences. I've been pretty good with I don't wear masks and she doesn't wear masks.
I don't wear masks either anywhere. No.
And we'll probably say this and then someone will probably just start attacking us in the store. But at this point, you've only had one bad experience.
One person came. Yeah,
and
nobody does.
Yes, I haven't had. I've had some looks. But I can't tell because they're behind masks.
That's right, yeah.
So I can't tell if they're smiling or they're cursing. Yeah. But you had a bad experience.
Yeah, one guy, yeah. I always a guy who came with me and said something. That's all I'm going to go into that, but it was not.
I know, but I'm saying why? Before, yeah. You are a total stranger to this person. For one thing, he called you over by waving at you.
Well, he waved. I thought he was like waving at me, like, say, guys, hi. So I waved back, hi. And all of a sudden I got close. Wait, get out of here. It was kind of like what are you running? I had a mask guy. I was like, I was in the food without a mask. How dare I?
Right. All right, because...
I don't wish that guy any bad thing. I prayed for that man too. So nothing happens to me either. He was like, whatever, but, so yeah.
Right, because when you are afraid, and you not just are afraid yourself, but you're spewing out evil to other people because they don't agree with you, that is terrible. In any sense, that is terrible. You don't even need... if you think this is an excuse to be rude and crude and unloving and uncaring, it doesn't mean put a mask on makes you loving and caring. That does not make you loving and caring. The CDC has already showed that the majority of the people that are getting COVID now are always wore masks everywhere they went. And the people that don't and haven't worn masks are very, very, very low even to contacting COVID. Yep. So what does that tell you right now? Okay, so... You know that, but what are some of the things that are happening because people are wearing masks? You thought about this a lot.
I started my thing and last night praying, and about the 3 sets of people. The middle set's going to be a big set of people. Okay, I mean a different variety, but it has to do with the masks, and I do believe that the mask is Satan's tool. He uses it. He's using it. He loves to divide people, okay? The first group of people, I believe, is they don't believe it. They don't want to wear the mask. They don't believe anything, any of the lies. They just only want to wear it to go shopping, put it on, and get out and take it off.
And but some of those people think that it's a law.
Yeah, some people believe it's a law. I can't go shop out the but they can't. You don't have to wear it. Nobody should wear it for their health because everybody's going to get sick. So nobody should physically be wearing a mask. No one should be. But these people think it's a law. They have to do it to go shopping. But they are throwing away some of their freedom right there by giving in to the deception and following it. And they should just, if they don't want to follow, don't believe it, don't wear the mask. The second group of people here is the big one. We have the people that are more like the get puffed up and prideful. I'm protecting you, and how dare you? We're doing all this for you, and everything. We're wearing the mask, and you better be wearing one too. And those, I think they can spew out things at people and say nasty things to people and hide behind their mask, and also they lose. They're no longer caring, loving people. They become, and no longer decent. They become uncaring, not decent people anymore behind that mask.
Right.
That's a big group of people.
I know, and it's because when they're wearing that mask, they are covering up a lot of who they are. And it's like people that scream at somebody in a car.
Yep, or on the phone.
Or on the phone, you can't see me. But now, they can do it to you in person because they are covered up in a mask, and you only see so much. And some of these people not only wear masks, they'll wear a hoodie over their head. And if it was any other time, you'd be like, danger, that guy's a criminal. Well, so you'll get into that next. So really...
Well, you're right. And we have to go in the same section of people we have in the middle here are the ones that are afraid. They have to wear a mask. I believe all this stuff. I think I'm going to die if I don't wear a mask. And they're believing for this. They're going to walk outside and a tree's going to fall on them or a plane's going to hit their head. They're going to drop whatever. Some bodies are rolling down the hill and going to hit them because everyone's dying now. Those people are afraid of...
Even though there's no
sign, no scientific nothing, it's all been proven false. They still believe the media and the left, and they're still going on there for their whatever. And the guy feels sorry, and that's about living a sad, fearful life, which is bad. Take up the mask, and this message from the mask. Satan loves this, and he's dividing people. Also, he's dividing them all, dividing and the deceitfulness.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to do it, and also with these people in the middle here. Most people wear masks because it is a devil's tool. They are being like. They're destroying families because as Satan does. Destroys families, destroys all the businesses, destroys all people's jobs, destroys relationships, destroys everyone's livings, destroys their health, takes their health, divides because he hates people getting along. He's
out of church, out of singing, out of talking, out of chatting. They're thinking sitting and chatting for a few minutes is so much more dangerous than ignoring each other and walking away. That's what they're telling people. So now you don't even be masked 6 feet apart. Sometimes behind plexiglass, and you're still not even supposed to talk because somehow that communication between the two of you is going to, if it's extended any length of time, it's going to make it like now we're all going to die because we talked to each other for a length of time.
Or people's eyes be open and realize, wow, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? And the devil doesn't want that. People also realize, why are we wearing masks? Why are we believing these lies? Why are we, It's nice if most people actually thought that way and stop following the devil, which is what they're doing. They're wearing these masks because it is his tool.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's go on, honey.
No, I was saying they don't realize it's his tool.
No, they don't realize. They're not.
But just like God has good tools, and God can use tools, and Satan has tools too.
Yep.
And he uses lots of terrible, terrible tools. And at this point, a mask used as a doctor to keep from spitting in your open wound.
That's a whole different thing.
That's a totally different thing. Wearing a mask when you are doing dusty things to keep the dust out is a totally different thing. Wearing a mask because somebody is lying about what's going on and they're hyping things up and they're taking away your freedom and keeping you out of church and doing all kinds of other things. That is Satan. He's using that mask as a tool. That's the mask we're talking about.
Yep, that's the mask. And people don't even realize they are doing this.
No.
They don't even realize they are wearing and using and being Satan's tool.
Because what are some of the things that people do when they are wearing a mask? Not just the ones that are deceived, the ones that are deceived, but the ones who think they are.
Help ones.
I'm doing this
for
help.
You. Yes, I'm protecting you.
I'm protecting you from yourself.
I love you, and I'm protecting you, and you should be thankful that I am helping you. I am sacrificing myself for you by wearing this mask. And that's not true.
No.
It's not. They're wearing it for themselves and they're being deceived, but they don't think they are.
I know.
They believe
and
they
may believe that they are doing it for somebody else. And they may actually believe, because Satan's really good at shoring people up and telling you how wonderful you are doing this thing they shouldn't be doing.
Satan is,
you are so wonderful. You are so caring. You are so sacrificial. You just love people so much. They don't even understand how much you love and how much this is costing you. But these people don't realize there's people out there who are claustrophobic and cannot even wear a mask. And when they see you guys with masks on and glaring at them, because I don't have this, issue, but there are people I know and friends who people have glared at and made feel really uncomfortable. They cannot even wear a mask if they wanted to. But because they don't want to stay in the house forever, like some people go, well, if you won't wear a mask, just stay home. Like you're supposed to never leave your home because you won't wear a mask. So, okay, talk about trying to be in somebody's face, destroying their freedom. Yep. Okay, so, So I just wanted to get, because we have a friend who just, has a hard time even leaving her home. And at one time she did, and there was people without masks smiling, and she just lifted her soul and lifted her, the whole day was better. You don't realize how many people you are destroying by walking around like zombies in masks. Yep. The people that are there that are strong, like, because we're just like, forget it, you guys. You guys are screwy. You're not bugging us. You're not glaring. Isn't bugging us. Isn't hurting us at all, whatever, we don't like you cursing because they have to constantly break curses. Yep. But it's not. You're not going to change us at all. You're not going to change our opinion. Your words aren't going to nothing. Like that's going to. We've already studied it, researched it. We know it's not going to change. But people that are there and can't wear a mask because they can't breathe in a mask. I mean, a lot of people can't breathe properly in masks.
Most people can, shouldn't even work anyway, but yeah.
And those people, the people that are not masked encourage, and the ones that are masks, they just make them feel even more uncomfortable. Yeah. Because somebody, I would glare somebody down if they glared at me. And I go like, what's your problem?
No, it's fine. You see people all masks on, it is so wonderful. They are so happy to see that.
I know.
A face,
so encouraging.
A smiling face, a face. I can see a face.
I know.
People love to see a face. In the days when you always say when someone would sneeze, you say, God bless you.
I know.
When someone's coughing, you say, oh, want some water? I hope you're okay. Now it's like,
you want a pat on the back?
Yeah, or something. Now it's like almost.
Are you choking? No. Yeah. Stay away, demon. That's what you get now.
And now, but it's always this humanity, nice. You were you were caring. You say those things. Nowadays, kind of like, get out of here. Why are you even in the store with me? Yeah. We'd walk through somebody cough and you'd walk right through when they cough.
All the time.
Who cares?
People cough, people sneeze.
Yeah,
yes,
whatever.
People did not.
They touch the food, they say their hands, so wait, whatever. Who cares? It's like, wait, you're shopping. You're
now they're dehumanizing people. Yes. They're like, you're dirty, you're disgusting, you're gross.
Yep, a bunch of robotic puppets.
But they're saying, sorry about that.
Okay.
I just had that. They're saying so it doesn't help when they're trying to make people dehumanize people who don't wear masks as if they are grungy and whatever.
That's right. It's not. And also, and the third set of people are these people, criminals. Criminals love it. Criminals used to have to hide and do their dirty work, their kidnapping, their thievery, everything. Kind of did it sneakily, and it's just bad. These horrible, horrible people. Now they are out in the open. They are invisible, but in the open because they are masked. Their victims are masked. They can be taking your kids, and you don't even know. How are they going to know who took a kid? How are you going to find your child or who took them when they were going anywhere they go? They're all masked. The surveillance cameras now are all masked people.
And they got terror. Children in masks with terror in their eyes. Yes. If you would look at your pictures of your children in masks, they are not cute.
No.
They are terrorized. They look terrorized.
Yes, protect your children. Take off that mask. Protect them. And it's not, you have these criminals loving this. They love it. You got people breaking out of prisons. They're masked up. They don't get caught. No, anywhere they go, they got a mask on them. And you know what? Not that long before this happened, remember, you could not wear a mask in a public place. And that is the reason why.
Yeah, because you
had to know who was. Yes, you had to know who was in the stores. Surveillance cameras, people could see and check out what was going on.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like a free-for-all for all the criminals. Whatever. And that's horrible, horrible. And I hope people realize this, even that, and think, what is going on?
Right.
We cannot hide and let our children be murdered, kidnapped, people be murdered and kidnapped, people being beaten up.
Sex trafficking.
Yeah, sex trafficking big time now. It's right in front of everybody. Everything is happening, and no one cares because they are hidden. They are in plain sight, but they are invisible. And where they go, they'll be invisible because they're masked. Yeah. Now that mask that is a Satan's tool, and these people are using it, and they know it's Satan's tool. These evil people know,
and they want to keep pushing mandates.
They want to keep it. They want to keep it on. Yeah. And these people, and this media, and this left, the horrible, they are pushing this stuff, and they don't care how many people die, how many kids are kidnapped and killed and murdered and sold. No. Sex trafficking. They don't care. They care less. They don't care about you at all. To stop falling, to believe they care. They do not care.
No, because if they cared, they would have changed this already. They would have said
no mask.
No,
nothing.
They say it already shows that It already shows that this is not what the case, it was not bad. They won't take the fact that it's not bad. They keep saying, oh, it's because we were masked. Oh, it's because
we were getting sick.
No, it's because we stayed home. It's because we social distanced. No, it's none of that is what's caused. It's because this never was anything major.
No,
if they were concerned because all you had to do was start the fear to enslave people.
That's right.
That's why Americans don't get enslaved by fear.
So why now?
Before.
Why now are people being enslaved? Why are people now falling? Americans are strong. Why are we letting ourselves fall for this lie and our freedom more and more stolen, taken away? And then pretty soon, a little more. Nelson's like, whatever, where's it at?
I know.
And we gotta stop this.
I know.
You can't stop being Satan's tool. You have
to stop.
You gotta stop being his tool and stop using his tool and stop following him, because you can't follow God and say, I believe God, I believe his word, he's true, but then go along and follow those and listen to those who deceive and follow the devil.
Right.
You can't have both ways. Now you got more to say about that, Nelani. I know about the Christ and about
Well, yeah, you can't, because if you're following the devil, the father of lies, you're not following Christ. And if you are a Christian and you're following the devil, you're still following the devil. You can't, God says you can't serve two masters. And if one master, you're going to love one and hate the other. So right now there's people who say they're Christians, but they hate freedom. They hate fellow Christians. I mean, they may not say they hate it, but the way they're treating them, they hate fellow Christians because they are not going along with what everybody's supposed to be doing. And it's like that attitude that, how dare you? If you would just do it, it would be over by now. Yes, we'd all be not unsick. We'd be sicker. We'd be totally already taken over.
Yep.
Right now, there's still a fight to keep freedom. There's still a fight that you can't make us all give in. You can't make us all give up, and they know it. We're not going to make us all surrender.
Yep.
I'm sure they're surprised they got that many people. I was surprised they got that many people.
I'm shocked how people fell for the deception right away. How? It's like, you got to be kidding me. It's like almost like, what?
Almost instantly.
Yeah, it was.
Right. The first thing, okay, you can say, well, the first 15 days, it was like, okay, I understand the president wanted to give us time for he didn't say close the country down. He just said, if you can work at home. And they were telling people not to mask up at the beginning. They said, save the masks for the people that really need them. So they were like the healthcare workers and stuff. So they were but they were like, just, he didn't say close the business.
He never said mask up anyway.
He said, no. I don't know if he did later, if they just went with whatever. But I'm not saying right at the beginning when it was the first unknown thing. Shutting the borders was smart. You're not letting people in that might be bringing in something. If this was a weapon that they were trying to make, and given time and saying like, if you can work at home, work at home. If you have vacation time and you can take it at home, take it at home. If you can put off a vacation to another place,
just
do it. Yeah, for 2 weeks. Just do that, and no big deal. And no forced anything, just so we can get the hospitals ready in case we have this influx, because the world looked like there was especially Italy, who had so many vaccinations for the flu. They're tracing that back to why they were so sick. But you have that time. It would not have been great, but it was spring. It was winter wasn't barely over. It wouldn't have killed. It wouldn't have taken away a whole lot of the economy or anything. It's the extending it beyond that. And he never said, close down the country. He said, and then even for those 2 weeks, we're going to help you along with the stimulus package, because we know most people in America, even 2 weeks is going to really make their business hard. But the governors went crazy nuts and go, well, let's just close down everything.
The Democratic governors
but we
and mayors
can keep big stores open like Walmart and grocery stores and things, but churches can't be open. And we can't have friendly places. No
funerals,
no weddings,
nothing
nothing happy, nothing that would lift your spirit and make you not fearful.
Unless you were somebody that they let alone.
Right.
Unless you were somebody like them. Okay, then
you can have big everything. So anyway,
and also I say this is something I gotta say anyway. Okay, this I believe since last August. This has been here. 2019. It was about people were sick. The flu was already here. But the perfect timing. How perfect this timing was, and all of a sudden,
right after
when nothing else worked to try to get rid of our president, wow, look what happens. Now
right after the impeachment failed, suddenly this became a crisis.
Even though it's been in our country, I believe, for over a year now, already people already had and getting
we've had in the Northwoods, we've had people up here for for all the events that last year. You know, because this was a 2019. That's why it's COVID-19, coronavirus 2019.
It was already around.
It was already around. It was already noticed. It was not a big deal, but it was. People come up here for the snowmobile derby. They came up here for pond hockey. They came up here for sports. They came up here, and so we were already. You know, we already know there was no closing anything down. There was already all over the entire country.
Yeah.
All the whole 2 weeks was just to give hospitals time because they were afraid it was going to, you know, just take off, and it didn't. No. But that was to give hospitals time. And the hospitals still lost so much money because they canceled things. They went way nuts.
Nurses lost, a lot of people lost their jobs in the hospital.
2 weeks became 7 months later. There's places that are still totally closed down. And the only places that are open almost anywhere are the ones that just have any kind of bravery at all because they're like, you know, why not go out with a fight? If you're going to lose your business, you might as well at least stay open and fight for it instead of just quietly closing your doors because you couldn't have anybody come in. And let the people come in who don't care and are praising that you don't have masks.
That's right.
Let's let those people come in and let them, you know, whatever. And because a lot of people, they lost their businesses without a fight. They just couldn't keep it going, and they're like, well, we're all in the same boat. Yeah, in a sinking boat. You don't want to get on that boat. Get off that boat.
Sinking boat. Yeah. And it's like, fight for your freedom. Don't give up. We cannot give up. We are Americans. And remember, it's we the people. Our governor does not run us. The government does not run us. We run them. They work for us. We have to remember that. Go back to remember who they work for. Take back your freedom. Take back the rights. Take back our rights. And don't let them steal any more of your rights.
Right.
Which already are being stolen as it is, as you speak. You know, they're already obviously trying to... Don't let it be permanent. Get them back.
So so I think we're
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because otherwise it'll turn it off itself.
We can go on and be like, oh, whatever. Yeah. We'll stop now and say, God bless you, and please stop the masks, please.
All right. Stay strong.
Stay strong. Yes, and God bless you.